hello. I didn't see you there. I'm Lucy T, and you're watching LucyTWWE, my weekly review show where I bestow upon you all of my sunny opinions on all things WWE. First of all, I just want to say thank you so much for subscribing. I think I'm up to 162. And if it's your first time joining us today, don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at LucyTWWE. Now, before we get into my top 10 happenings of the WWE this week, I would just like to share with you a few thoughts from Wrestlemania.
Charlotte finally ending Asuka's streak was an absolute dream come true. Thank you, Charlotte. And their little embrace at the end of their match set up this like professional standard that was just clocked in the head, or should I say gonads, by Shinsuke when he had his little fake moment with AJ at the end of their match. Set it up perfectly. Bray Wyatt is also woke AF and is now joining forces with the Hardy Boys, and essentially helped Matt Hardy win the Andre the Giant Battle Royale. I absolutely loved the NXT presence in the Women's Battle Royale. Undertaker and Cena was such a disappointing disaster and was, I think, maybe just as long, if not shorter, than the Give the Divas a Chance match. To say Ronda delivered is massive understatement. Seth somehow turned into the king of the White Walkers from Game of Thrones in order to win the Intercontinental Championship from The Miz, who, by the way, has some pretty excellent new ring gear. Karate Kid, anyone? And in terms of Finn Balor's amazing new rainbow ring gear, newsflash, you don't have to be gay in order to support gay rights. So all the people who are like, I didn't know Finn Balor was gay. You always look gay to me. I got two words for you. Suck it! And Brock Lesnar definitely left a sour taste in my mouth, similar to the tangy taste of blood that he definitely left in Roman Reigns' mouth. I'm rocking my birdie bee because this week, Brie Bella and Daniel Bryan are celebrating 4 years of being married. And here is my countdown of the top 10 happenings in the WWE this WWE week. Number 10, Braun and Nicholas had to relinquish their Raw Tag Team titles because Nicholas is in the 6th grade. Ugh, I really hated this so much. But I have to say, maybe we'll get some new tag teams out of this in order to beef up the tag team division. Speaking of the tag team division, number 9 brings us to the Usos and the New Day. Why do the Usos have to even remotely fight for a chance at a rematch? This makes no sense. Either stick to the rematch clause or don't. But don't pick and choose, WWE, come on. But did anyone notice this hilarious moment when Big E just did a massive belly flop on the apron and then rolled out of the ring, and Jey Uso was like in the ring, hovering over, holding his stomach, just pointing and laughing. Number 8. NXT debuts this week were amazing. That's definitely one of the more fun things about Raw and SmackDown after WrestleMania. So we got No Way Jose, Authors of Pain, and Ember fucking Moon on Raw, and the iconic duo on SmackDown. I recently started watching NXT, and so these debuts were not lost on me. Not the biggest fan of No Way Jose. Pretty much Adam Rose and the Rosebuds all over again. But hey, whatever. I love Authors of Pain. All 3 of them remind me of some stylized assassin group from John Wick or something. Ember Moon is epic, and her teaming up with Nia Jax is, what's the word? Iconic. The iconic duo just absolutely nail the very careful combination between like oozing sex appeal and still being super skilled and tough in the ring. So I'm really looking forward to all of this new blood on the main roster. Number 7, Randy Orton is going to face Jinder Mahal at Backlash for a rematch on the US title. Okay, so WWE is basically doing the same thing as they did last year between Randy and Jinder, but just for a shittier title. The US title is literally so boring. I think pretty much everyone has held it. So I don't know what you guys think. To me, it's just one of those snoozer titles. Number 6. So WWE has officially announced that Roman Reigns will take on Brock Lesnar once more for the Universal title at the Greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia on April 27th. And Roman has every right to be pissed. He only found out on the internet with the rest of us. Why is Brock Lesnar not getting uber penalized for going off script and ripping Roman Reigns' head wide open at the end of WrestleMania? WWE also has announced another match that will take place at the Greatest Royal Rumble. Rusev will take on The Undertaker in a casket match. Normally, I would be really, really psyched for this, but after The Undertaker's performance at WrestleMania, Taker, I love you, but you're really old. You should have quit while you were ahead. Number 5 is a quick one, but an important one. So Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens went over to Raw to beg Kurt Angle for a job, essentially. So naturally, Kurt Angle made them wrestle for it, and surprise, surprise, neither of them won. Huge superstar shakeup next week. Number 4, AJ Styles took on Daniel Bryan this week, and it was the shit. I'm so happy to see Daniel Bryan back in the ring. And you know what? I would love for Daniel Bryan to be WWE champion. Hoping we get a feud with Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. That would be real good. Also, Shinsuke interrupted the match and beat the fuck out of AJ. Yo, I'm kind of digging heel Nakamura. Number 3, Ronda armbarred Steph again, and this was killer. And what made it even better is JoJo getting on the mic. Guys, have some respect for Stephanie McMahon. Come on, guys. They should make JoJo more of a character like that. Don't you think having more distinctive hosts on WWE would help make SmackDown and Raw a bit more colorful? Anyway, my only real critique is that Ronda does this like weird silent thing, and then when she does something awesome and totally fierce, like armbarring Stephanie McMahon again to the point that she's like limping off and has to get carried out by medics, the crowd goes nuts, obviously, and then she just gets this goofy smile on her face and gets all giddy, and it's like, girl, chill out and like just be cool, because you're kind of sucking all the badass out of what you just did. Number 2, what a week for Paige. So Paige retired this week on Monday Night Raw, and it was pretty sad, I'm not gonna lie. Only 4 years ago to the week, she debuted on Raw after WrestleMania in New Orleans, so it was like a very emotional sitch. And WWE superstars were definitely quick to post any photo they had with Paige to thank her for her performance over the years. Now, just when I'm getting all sad about Paige, Shane McMahon announces that she is the new SmackDown Live general manager. I'm really excited for this because I think the fact that she is a young woman with her anti-diva attitude is really gonna mix things up on SmackDown Live. And the first thing she did as GM was to make that dream match between Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. So far so good. But I have to wonder, like, what's gonna happen now with Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose? Hopefully they take this time to really like develop their own characters, and looking forward to seeing what they do. And the number 1 moment this week, you guys, how could it not be Ms. Money in the Bank finally cashing in? The timing was perfection. And it also helped to validate the Iconics ambush on Charlotte Flair. Not that it needed any validation. And I am really excited to see what Carmela does with the title. Did anyone else notice, though, the epic mansplaining that the ref was doing to her? Like, she came down to the ring with her briefcase and was like, let's do this. And he was like, what? Like, are you sure you want to do this? Do you know what this means? Are you positive you want to do? And she was like, yes, just fucking do it. Just fucking do it. She's been holding it for 287 days, which Corey Graves was quick to remind us that it was the longest reign for the first woman for the first Money in the Bank. And it's like, you may as well just say she's the first woman named Carmela to wear this exact ring gear to win the Miss Money in the Bank contract to cash in on this exact date and time and year. I mean, I love all of the firsts for women right now, but where does it end with the commentators? We get it. And the crowd also went crazy when she successfully cashed in and won the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. And not just for loving Carmela, but also more for the fact that the writing and the timing of all of this was just so well planned, even better executed, and the WWE Universe definitely appreciated that. I also have to wonder if it was part of a deal that if Charlotte was to end Asuka's undefeated streak, she had to give up the title. Kind of frees up Charlotte to move over to Raw, doesn't it? Who won this week? Definitely SmackDown Live. Are you kidding me? New general manager, AJ versus Daniel Bryan, and Carmela. Brilliant. Sign of the week. I don't even like Times New Roman.
That's all the time we have for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at LucyTWWE.
Come on.